it's Jeremy J. Today's video is the POA Technique. And this is a simple scientific way, yes. A scientific way to tackle the things you want to do in your life, to make progress on them. And let's get started. So you as a human, you learn by using your brain to observe what happens around you. We've got this thing, this squishy thing in between our ears that's very powerful. It's a learning system. And based on the observations and your feelings, you start to form your own belief systems. Sometimes as you get older, you'll evolve beyond these as you start to realize things for yourself. And such was the case for me. In your life, it's important to always pay attention to what your body's telling you to do. You know instinctively where you want to go in your life, and the only reason that you would not act on that is because you have some story you're telling yourself that is blocking you from doing that. Some excuse, some story that says, I cannot do this because. But you know deep down what you want in your life. And what you want can range from a number of things, to approaching people to talk to, doing brave and courageous things, going on a trip, working on a project, getting your body in shape, whatever it is. It depends on you as a person. For example, I'll talk about myself. My body's very strongly telling me right now to be courageous and go out and talk to people and meet them and grow my courage muscle big time. This thing right here, that's my bicep, but think of it as the courage muscle and courage muscle. Yes, the courage muscle. The courage muscle inside of me. That's what my body's telling me to do, because I'm going to need that courage muscle for what lies ahead. And I don't know what really lies ahead. I just know my body's telling me that. And so when there's opportunities in front of me and I don't do this, I feel like I've done damage to myself and delayed progress. It's a horrible feeling. It's horrible. It's like I've done psychic damage to myself, and it's interesting. I went to a work party last night, and I just went by myself, and there was a few opportunities to just talk to people and get to know them, and for whatever reason, the story in my head or whatever it was, I decided, I don't feel like it. And then afterwards, I realized that's not what I'm meant to be doing right now, is passing up opportunities to talk and meet people. And I felt horrible. And so this is a good lesson for you. It doesn't matter how fearful or afraid you are. When your body's telling you to do something and you don't do it, you're going to feel horrible. And if you take the action to do it and it doesn't end up and it's a failure and you totally just make a fool of yourself, that's way better. And in the past couple of months, I've definitely realized that for myself. It's way better to try and fail than to know that you should do something and reject the action of taking that. So the POA technique, how this applies, it's the simple process of predict, observe, and adapt. That's it. Whatever it is you know you need to do, this technique, use this technique as you make your attempts. Even if you're scared to death, use this technique to make the attempt. And here's how you do it. First, predict. So let's say that you want to learn to shoot a basketball. Well, your brain kind of knows that you need a basketball and a hoop, and probably you need to learn the technique of shooting the basketball. And then you're going to just predict and say, well, I'm going to throw it up to the hoop and we'll see what happens. And so you toss it up and your shot's way off. And you say, well, that wasn't very good. So your observation is, my shot was way off. I totally missed the shot. And that's the O part. So predict, observe, and the adapt part is to say, ask questions about the results. How can I make my shot better? How can I make it in the hoop more often? What do I need to do? What videos do I need to watch? Who do I need to talk to? How much do I need to practice? Ask these questions and you shall get answers. And then do the same thing. Watch some videos, talk to some people, do it all over again. Take what you've learned, predict, okay, I've learned to make my arm more straight or balance myself better. Now fire off the shot. Oh, interesting. I practiced for a couple hours and my shot's getting better. And then adapt again and again, and keep practicing. As you do this over and over, despite your fears, you're going to adapt and become more skilled in what you want to do. And think of it just like simple science. It really is just simple science of predicting, observing, and adapting. And as you continue to do this, even if you're afraid of doing it, you will get stronger. You will find that you may have been at a level here in what you're trying to do, and as you continuously do it, that level rises. And when you don't do it, it goes down. It's very interesting. Rarely do you just stay in the same spot. Continue to do it, follow the POA technique, your level will rise. It's like your favorite role-playing game. You'll level up as you continue to try and actually take the time to adapt and learn. So go out there each and every day. When you feel something, go for it. Make the attempt. It's not about anything else but making the attempt. Do not worry. Do not be attached to whatever the outcome of that attempt may be. Just go for it and you will feel so good. I promise you that you will feel so good as you try the things in your life that you know you need to do. So, if you'd like to get my help personally, there's a link in this video to my products and services page, and there's a number of options to get a hold of me and book a session with me. You can also contact me through email and ask me any question that you'd like. And lastly, if you thought what I've shared here has given you value in your life, tip me like you would your favorite waiter. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again next time.